Hello, good day, grade 8. My name is Miss Aya, your student teacher for this quarter. So, this is our pre recorded video lesson for this week. Make sure that you are taking all the important details of our discussions for today. So, the title of our lesson is called Types of Mental Disorder. So, what is mental disorder? When we say mental disorder, these are the conditions that affect your thinking, feeling, mood, and behavior. So, there are two causes of mental disorder. It is called organic and functional mental disorder. Organic mental disorder is due physical injuries and illness affecting the brain. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng mental disorder ang tao, ang iba sa kanila, because of the physical defect. Like for example, sila ay nadisgrasya, nagkaroon sila ng trauma, kaya naapektuhan, nagkaroon ng damage ang kanilang brain. While the functional mental disorder is due to poor environmental conditions or poor coping skills of an individual. So, dito naman, meron silang nagkakaroon sila ng mga symptoms na meron silang mental disorders pero wala pa silang mga clinical examinations, wala pang mga proof na ito nga ay isang mental disorder. So, ayun po ang kanilang pagkakaiba. So, there are different types of mental disorder. Ito na yung iba't ibang klase ng mga mental disorder. So, unang-una is neurosis. So, neurosis is a mild personality disorder with no impairment of the nerve structure, but the person's behavior is in an abnormal state. So, this disorder it's involve obsessive thoughts or anxiety. This is the mental and emotional disorder that affects only part of the personality. So this is the abnormal state of a person. Next, psychosis. Psychosis is a mental illness in which the person affected loses touch with reality. So this is the person's thoughts and perceptions. It disturbs the individual, can have a difficulty of understanding what is real or not. So they didn't know if the thing is real or it is just based on their imaginations. So that is psychosis. Like for example, hallucinations. 'Di ba? Hindi naman sila sigurado kung totoo ba talaga yung nakikita nila or hindi. So that is mental illness. Sa pag-touch ng reality, ayun yung nakaka-affect sa kanila. Next is schizophrenia. Schizophrenia means split mind. It is a serious disease in which a person loses touch with that is happening around him. So, parang katulad din to ng psychosis kanina. Pero dito naman, this is the long-term mental disorder. So, it is a serious mental illness that affects how a person thinks, feel, and behave. So, akala nila yung mga may nakikita ba kayong mga tao na nakikipag-usap sila pero wala naman silang kausap. So, akala nila totoo na meron silang kausap, may nakikita talaga sila without knowing that it is only an imagination. So, meron na kasing defect sa kanilang brain. Next naman is anxiety disorder. So, anxiety disorder, this is caused by persistent feeling of fear and our certainty of self, doubts and apprehension about an upcoming event that impairs the capacity of an individual to enjoy life. So, anxiety disorder, this can make a person um, having a difficulty to get through their day on how to handle their day, no? Nahihirapan sila kung paano nila i-handle yung kanilang day-to-day life. So, it includes feeling of nervousness, panic, and fear, as well as sweating and a rapid heartbeat. So, ganun yung mga symptoms niya. Next is cognitive disorder. So, this is characterized by deteriorating thought process, including memory lapse, disorientation as to time and place, a difficulty in focusing attention. So these are the category of mental health disorders that primarily affect learning, memory, perception, and problem solving. So nahihirapan po sila na ma-solve yung mga real life situation. So sa pag-iisip, yung memorization nila, it is only a short-term memory, yung perceptions, having a difficulty of learning. So that is the cognitive disorder. While in the psychosomatic reaction, this is an ailment caused by mental stress. So there are physical symptoms in here, no? Often without any medical explanation. Nagkakaroon sila ng psychosomatic reaction kapag sobra silang nai-stress. So next is sleep disorder. This is a symptom of mental disorder. So, if you regularly experience difficulty of sleeping, you might have this kind of disorder. So, may mga kilala ba tayo or even tayo ba mismo ay nakaka-experience ng having a difficulty of in sleeping? So, that is sleeping disorder. Kapag nahihirapan tayong matulog, kahit maaga naman tayo natutulog, pinipilit nating makatulog, hindi pa rin natin magawa. So, that is sleeping disorder. So, next is the next of eating disorder is called gender identity disorder. So, gender identity disorder, this describe a disorder where a person desire to appear or behave of the opposite sex. The individual's discomfort of his or her gender affects the person's emotional or sexual well-being. So, dito naman, ito yung mga tao na nahihirapan silang ma-recognize kung ano ba talaga yung kanilang identity. 'Di ba? Merong mga tao, mga gender, iba't ibang gender at mas dumadami na ngayon. So, ganun, no? Nako-confuse sila. Nagkakaroon sila ng confusion. May mga tao talaga na ganun, nako-confuse sila kung ano ba talaga sila. So, isa rin pala yung disorder na tinatawag nating gender identity disorder. So, next naman is impulse control disorder or influence control disorder. So, this is the illness leads an individual to break the law of harm others or themselves. So, ito na yung mga tao na nahihirapan silang makontrol yung kanilang sarili, no? They are failing to resist temptation. Nagiging impulsive sila sa kanilang action. So, they are also having the inability not to speak their thoughts. Nahihirapan silang speak out kung ano ba talaga yung kanilang nasa isip, kung ano ba yung kanilang nararamdaman. So, that is impulse control disorder or influence control disorder. So, lastly is mood disorder. So, this is marked by changes in mood that vary depending on the situation. A person may experience persistent feelings of unhappiness or irritability or out of control mood fluctuation. So, dito sa mood disorder, this affects person emotional state. So, meron ba tayong mga kilalang taong bipolar? So, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin sa tao na porket nag-switch agad yung mood niya, kunwari kanina happy siya, tas ngayon nagagalit naman siya, ay automatic tatawagin na natin silang bipolar. So, pag sinabi nating bipolar kasi, ito yung tao na nag-iiba-iba yung mood niya nang wala namang dahilan. 'Di ba tayo? Nagagalit tayo kapag may nangyari na ikakagalit natin. Pero kapag ikaw isa kang meron kang bipolar na may isa kang may sakit kang bipolar, magagalit ka kahit wala namang dahilan para magalit ka, 'di ba? Kunwari sobrang happy niya pero wala namang dahilan bakit siya masaya. Bigla siya magiging malungkot pero wala namang dahilan bakit siya magiging malungkot. So that is called bipolar. It is also included in this disorder ay yung depression. Yung sobrang unhappiness na nararamdaman mo. No, naiinis ka, naiirita ka, gusto mo palagi mapag-isa, ayaw mo makipag-usap kung kani-kanino. So that is mood disorder. So, ayun ang iba't ibang klase ng mga mental disorder. Tinatawag tayo ng neurosis, psychosis, schizophrenia, anxiety disorder, cognitive disorder, psychosomatic reaction, sleep disorder, eating disorder, gender identity disorder, impulse control disorder, and lastly is mood disorder. So that's all for today. Thanks for listening. God bless everyone.